Cucurella steers Chelsea towards the Champions League in Man United win.
Chelsea ensured that qualification for the Champions League remains in their own hands as Marc Cucurella's winner beat Manchester United 1-0 to climb to fourth in the Premier League. United are gearing up for next week's Europa League final against Tottenham but ran the Blues close as Ruben Amorim named a stronger lineup than expected. However, the Red Devils ultimately slipped to an 18th league defeat of the season and remain 16th in the table. Chelsea and Aston Villa, who beat Spurs 2-0 in Friday's other Premier League match, both leapfrog Manchester City into the top 5. City have a game in hand at home to Bournemouth on Tuesday as they face Crystal Palace in Saturday's FA Cup final. But Chelsea will be assured of a return to Europe's top competition after a 2-year absence should they beat Nottingham Forest on the final day of the season. And they could also end the campaign with a trophy as they face Real Betis in the Europa Conference League final on May 28. Now only 2 games left to achieve something special, said Cucurella. Today is a moment to enjoy because we work all season for these moments, so now we have ambitions to achieve these things. United's miserable season can only be saved by victory in Bilbao in 5 days' time, but Amorim resisted the temptation to rest his key men at Stamford Bridge. Today was a really good game to prepare the final, said Amorim. Almost 10 days without playing for me would be a mistake. It was a good thing for them to play, to feel that they can do it. We can control the game, we can have possession, we can push the opponent. But in the end, in this club and any club you need to win, and we are not winning. Chelsea were without a recognized striker due to Nicholas Jackson's suspension and the continued absence due to injury of Christopher Nkunku.
Teenager Tariq George, a natural winger, was forced to lead the line up front, and the Blues' lack of a focal point saw them easily snuffed out. United's bright start was nearly rewarded when Harry Maguire fired in Bruno Fernandes' inviting cross only for a VAR review to show the centre-back had straight centimetres offside. Chelsea's best effort before halftime saw Reece James' long-range effort come back off the post. United started strongly again in the second period but failed to make it count as Mason Mount fired wide on his return to Stamford Bridge, before Fernandes blasted over. On the hour mark, a VAR review came to the visitors' aid when referee Chris Kavanagh initially pointed to the penalty spot after a challenge between George and Andre Onana. However, replays showed the goalkeeper clearly played the ball and the spot kick was overturned. With Chelsea's forward players lacking inspiration, the match-winning moment was created and converted by their fullbacks 20 minutes from time.
Turned nearly on the edge of the box and clipped in a cross that Cucurella met perfectly to head in his 7th goal of the season. Noni Madueke should have doubled the lead within seconds when he skewed wide after a slick pass from Cole Palmer. That miss could have been costly had Robert Sanchez not denied Amad Diallo at his near post with United's only shot on target. But Chelsea held their nerve to edge towards the brink of a return to the riches and glamour of the Champions League.